Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of the Nerdpocalypse podcast. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we are back. We have plenty to talk about this week. Like a lot. Yikes. Checked out this week. Micah, you watched John Wick Chapter 4. I'm very jealous.
What's the best action movie you've ever seen?
Cliffhanger? No. That's a wild choice.
Best action movie
I've ever seen. I don't know. I mean, like Predator, Die Hard. I'm trying to think about like a modern action movie.
My favorite action movie of all time is still Die Hard to this day. But
the only way
I know there are
Hard,
movies that are better, have better choreography and like that. But you know, the
only reason you would put Die Hard above John Wick 4 is because Die Hard has a story. John Wick 4 does, and Bruce Willis can act, right? Like we all love Keanu Reeves. He might be the nicest human being on the planet, but like the man is not a strong.
He's essentially
actor.
just given up acting.
Yeah,
he just says lines at this point.
I'm going to need a gun. Like that's the delivery that we're working with in this movie.
And that's fine.
Yeah, he did the same shit in like The Matrix. The
right.
Last,
yeah,
the
he
last
did.
Matrix movie. He was just like, I don't give a fuck. I got
no, you know what it is? They make movies around Keanu Reeves. Like that's exactly what it is.
That's it. And you know what else Keanu Reeves does where he what he lacks in like emotion, he makes up for with commitment and physicality. Because this movie is one of the best action movies I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm really interested to get your opinions on it. Yes, it's long. Yes, the story is a video game. It's literally a video game story. There's a boss at the end, right? There's fetch quests. There's missions. There's mini bosses. Like there's guns and different types of weapons. Like it's a video game, right? It's the most beautiful nonsense I've ever seen in my entire life. Like quite literally, it's one of the best looking movies I've ever seen. And it does something in action movies that no hyperbole whatsoever. I cannot wait for you to see it. It does something that it does the one thing that I want from action movies. It shows me something that I haven't seen before. Okay. Look, in this movie, I'm gonna just tell you one thing. In this movie, there is Scott Adkins in a fat suit, roundhouse kicking a guy over a waterfall while indoors. Like that's like it's amazing. It's amazing, yo. It's amazing. Exactly. It doesn't make any sense, but they do it, and it looks amazing. Okay, John Wick used a car to throw a guy into another car. Like it's amazing, yo. I cannot tell you. I can't put to words how good the action is in this movie. And I mean, like there are like 30 to 45 minute action scenes, right? Like,
I like that. That like just self-indulgent nonsense. Yeah, I'm here for that. Yeah.
Now look, there's one thing about the action that I just don't jive with. And it's the bulletproof suits. Like
I don't like that from the second movie. I hate it, yo. I hate it.
I understand that bulletproof suits actually exist, right? I had to look it up. I was like, this is such fucking nonsense.
Is that a thing?
Yes, that is a thing. For $20,000, you can buy a bulletproof suit, okay? And cool. Okay, bulletproof suits exist. But I don't think they exist in the way this movie likes to think they exist.
Yeah, bullets
right?
still have velocity, yo. You get hit with a bullet, it's going to hit you, and it's gonna hurt.
It's gonna be like getting at the very least, it's gonna be like getting hit with a paintball. And I'm sorry, yo, like I'm not shaking off a paintball hit at point blank range. I'm just not. And that's what happens in some of these action scenes. Yo, but look. That's neither here nor there. And like the way they have to shield themselves from headshots is they take their jackets and they hold their like jackets Batman. Up over their head.
Yeah, that's again, very silly. Very silly. It's fine. It's very silly.
It looks incredibly silly. It looks incredibly dumb. But if you can get past that, and it's very easy to get past because everything else is fucking amazing. Look, Donnie Yen. I think Donnie Yen might be typecast to be like a blind guy in every movie.
Yeah, he has been in a lot of things recently. That's true.
But it's amazing. I mean, look, you go with what you know, man. He's amazing in it. Hiroyuki, what is his name? Hiroyuki Sanada. He plays Scorpion in that new Mortal Kombat movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's great in it. Like, and that's the thing with these like Keanu Reeves movies. Like, if you surround him with people that can act, like you're not really worried about Keanu.
Yeah, he kind of blends in.
Yeah,
that's all right.
Even Scott Adkins is doing a better job of acting than Keanu Reeves. Now he's acting like a buffoon, but he's doing a better job acting. Like it's you guys. I really need you guys to see this movie.
I have not heard I've not heard a single bad thing about this movie. Like not one person's like, no, people are like, yo, this movie is amazing. It's got like a 95 or 98% rating on Rotten Tomatoes. Like, people loved it. Like, they really.
It's a movie full of fight choreographers, yo.
Yeah, it's a movie full of fight choreographers.
I know the director is like a stunt choreographer, and like Scott Adkins, stunt choreographer. Donnie Yen, fight choreographer. Like, there's a bunch of niggas that know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
when it comes to action, so they like. I'm assuming they all put their input in.
And it's not like chopped up. It's not like scenes aren't cut up. Like, they aren't too wide. They aren't too close. Like, you can tell that that's Keanu Reeves using those nunchucks. Like, you could tell that's Keanu Reeves and Donnie Yen like fighting each other. Like, it's fucking great. Like, I can't express to you how much it's just a good time. And coupled with the fact that, like, someone in our Discord said that every shot is like a wallpaper shot.
Yeah, that's what I've heard other places too.
Yeah. It is, man. It is. It's amazing, dude. I had a really, really good time with it. Yeah, it's 3 hours. It's like 250 plus like an end credit scene. But man, it's fucking great.
All right. Now, this is clearly not the last one, right? They're doing one more, right? Is that right?
I heard it was the last one for a while.
They're doing spinoffs. I know that.
Yeah, I know they're doing spinoffs. I don't know if they're going to do a chapter 5. I think Keanu Reeves said the only way he would do a chapter 5 is if the director came back to do it. It's. I don't want to tell you too much. But, maybe certain characters could possibly get spun off. There's one character called Mr. Nobody, or the Tracker. I mean, the black dude. The black dude. Yo, the black dude.
Love the black dude.
The black dude is great, yo. And look, you know how I feel about dogs. Okay? I love that fucking dog in this movie. I love that dog.
Wow.
Yo, what is happening right now?
That might be like that might be the biggest
I've ever heard for a movie ever in my life.
I hate dogs.
This nigga said, I love that dog.
Wow.
I love that dog. Yo, he's using the dog as like an assist in a fighting game, yo. Like, he calls in the dog as an assist in a fighting game.
Yeah, Dead to Rights. Yeah.
It's amazing, yo. It's amazing. It's a really good time. I had a really good time watching this movie. Look, and I think I was on record as saying, John Wick 4, do we need another one? Yeah, we needed it. Yeah,
look, I think all of us definitely, when the runtime came out, we were like, do we need this? And then that trailer came out, we were like, all right, well, let's all just settle down. I think we're going to see it. So, yeah, I won't. I do know that there's another movie that's a spinoff. I won't talk about it here for folks who haven't seen the fourth movie. But I do know there's a certain character that is getting a spinoff. And the talk is that the director of John Wick 4 will be involved with. He wants to be involved in all of future installments and spinoffs. So you're going to get that same style throughout these, which is dope.
fucking great, man.
All right, well there you go. I guess it
comes
was
up next month. I follow Patton Oswalt on Twitter, and like 2 weeks ago they had a double feature with John Wick 4 and that movie Sisu that's coming out next month. That's like the greatest 5 hours I've ever spent in the movie theater in my entire life. That's what he said, because these two movies are out of control.
That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited as hell to see that too. That looks really fun. All right, let's quickly talk about The Mandalorian, the latest episode 5, The Pirate. Yeah, so I guess we're getting an overarching story for the last 3 episodes. Which is fine.
Yeah, it's very nice that this story kind of ties everything together. Better late than never. And I think this season, obviously the MVP is Bo-Katan.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I really like what they're doing with this character, and look, I don't mind them building out the world. I don't, but it now that I'm conditioned to know that, right? And I guess I should have been conditioned for that when the book of Boba Fett came out, and the shit wasn't about Boba Fett for half of the movie, half of the series. Yeah, if we're just using this title to build out this Star Wars world, that's cool. I'm fine with it. I got no problem with it. I think this episode had was heavy on action and light on story, but the story that was there finally felt like it mattered.
Yes, I would agree.
I'm very much looking forward to. I'm very much looking forward to, not that the stories in the other episodes weren't good, but
they're single stories.
Yeah, they're single stories, and it was world building. And I'm conditioned to when I read a book, I don't get world building in the 3rd chapter.
Right, you're starting off in the beginning.
Right. So. Yeah, I enjoyed the episode. I thought it was good. I'm actually more looking forward to the rest of the season and any potential Bo-Katan spinoffs, because I love Katie Sackhoff. I love that character. I think they're great.
Yeah, I like the fact that they're clearly, at least it seems like they're clearly teeing it up for her to get her own series, which is cool. She looks dope. She's kind of a badass on the show. And she's really fun to watch on this. So I'm down for that. The action sequences in this episode and the last episode, I thought were pretty fun. Especially in the last episode, there was a sort of a tweet that went around. This guy was like, "Oh, this is really embarrassing," showing the Grogu fight with the kid. And people are like, "Yeah, that's, it's for kids. It's not that serious of a scene. It's like a light, fun scene." And then I'm like, "So you're just gonna ignore the part where a bunch of Mandalorians took on that flying predator and took it down? That was kind of dope. It's in the same episode, guys. What are you talking about?"
Right after that.
Right after, and it was really well done. And somebody was like, "Oh, I didn't think it was that great." I'm like, all right, I'm not sure what you even want in a Star Wars TV show or movie at this point. I really don't. But this episode I thought was really fun. You kind of got you got to see the Mandalorians all work as as a team and stuff like that. That was just dope. It was really fun. And to kind of see everybody come together to sort of establish themselves was fun. Yeah, I'd be cool if the Bo-Katan series is just focusing on sort of them taking back Mandalore and, just sort of trying to repopulate that planet and everything else, and other Mandalorians around the universe coming back. I think that'd be kind of dope. You could even do it in almost like a Game of Thrones type thing. That would be fun. But yeah, look, it's a good season. I'm glad they're actually doing an overarching story. So good for them. episode 1 of the new season of Succession, The Munsters. One of the best shows on TV is back. Micah,
it might
how
be the
excited are
best.
you?
It might be the best show on television. I mean, at least right now.
It's certainly in the top 3. I mean, I thought The Last of Us was really great television too.
Yeah, and that's I think that's high praise considering that it's about a bunch of unrelatable people having meetings with each other.
You're right.
Like that's really just
and just being dicks. Just being
assholes to each other in meetings about, buying media companies and shit. Like this is the most unrelatable show ever. But I love watching. It's like sophisticated trash, right? Like it's
garbage.
Yeah, it's garbage, and I absolutely love it. I love being back in this world. I find it bittersweet, right? Like, because knowing that this is it. Like I'm gonna savor every episode because this is it, man. I'm glad there's gonna be 10 episodes instead of 9, and it was very cool to see the Disgusting Brothers back. What kind of name is that? What kind of name is that? The Disgusting Brothers. It had comedy. It had drama, like with Shiv and Tom, right? Them seeing their marriage fall apart, like completely sever, right? It's always been a bit of a sham, but Tom loved Shiv, and
the other way,
it wasn't the other way around, and when Tom grew a spine, then she took offense to that shit. And because my wife was like, "Oh, how could you, Tom?" And I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Tom finally grew a pair of balls.
She treated Tom like dog shit the entire series, and he was like, "You know what? Nah, I'm looking out for number 1."
Yeah, man, and he's still looking out. So what happens if we get a divorce? Are we cool? Are we cool? And of course, the non-answer from Logan is just beautiful.
My favorite part was this is obviously falling apart. I would like to make love to you one last time. She was like, I don't think so. I was like, all right. If I could just clap those cheeks one last time. That's a bold question, buddy. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I like the honesty in their relationship at the end. I thought that was cool. It is interesting that Roman is the more serious of the 3. This go round, watching his character arc is actually really fascinating.
I still think, because he's the baby, right? He still has this I want to earn my dad's respect thing going. Yeah. So he doesn't necessarily want to go up against him.
No, he's still afraid of him.
Yeah, he's still afraid of him. Whereas Kendall and Siobhan, Kendall is rebelling because he's the firstborn, right? And that's what you do when you're the firstborn. You rebel against your dad. Siobhan is the woman, and that's what you do in a male dominated world, right? You act like you think they act, and
you also play both sides against the middle. Because they never see you.
Right.
Yeah, it's just a smart move.
And Roman. Oh, poor Roman. He's like the second or third sympathetic character for me.
I love how in your list you don't even mention that there's a 4th child, Colin. That's which is the whole point of that character, is he's always on the periphery. Nobody ever gives a fuck about Colin. And his 1% of the American vote.
That's right. You didn't even get his name right. It's Connor, not
Connor. That's right. Yeah. See,
I still haven't watched. I haven't seen one episode.
I'm telling you, it's super good.
Just start watching it.
Yeah,
you would
You only have 30 hours of television, Terrence, to catch up before next week.
Like everyone says, you got to get through the first couple episodes because, like, the first couple episodes are world building because it's the beginning and not like the third episode.
Yeah.
But once you get past it, it's really good,
episodes? Man. How many episodes do I have to get through?
You have to get to. I think you have to get to at least. Yeah, you have to get to 2 episode 3. Like episode 1 and 2, like the whole point in the beginning is shit doesn't really start popping off in a really fucking crazy way until Logan wakes up from like he's hospitalized. And so they're all trying to figure out, oh, dad's going to die. When he wakes up in that 3rd episode, that's when shit just goes ballistic for the rest of the series. Cause he's like, nah, fuck that. I ain't leaving. Like, and then they're like, oh, okay, shit. So yeah, it's the first 2 episodes are a little weird without him, and because he's there, but he's not a major player in the episodes. But once he wakes up and he like gets moving in the 3rd episode, that's when the shit just like really takes off, and it's crazy from that moment straight through all the way through to season 4. Yeah, so I mean, you'll like Logan because Logan gives no fucks. Like he is a great character. He's a prick, but you have to respect him. Right? Yeah, Brian Cox. Like, Brian Cox is so fucking good on that show. Like he is good. I saw an interview with him on I guess he was on what is it? Jimmy Fallon. And he had made some comments about how the guy who plays Kendall does like method acting. Did you see this, Micah? And he's like, yeah. He calls method acting like total bullshit. Like it's ridiculous and it's annoying. And so he was on Fallon and he's like, all right, I did a masterclass where I talk about acting and I talk about method acting. And he's like, I'd like to roll this clip. And he comes up and he's like, hi, I'm Brian Cox and this is my masterclass. Part 1, acting. Just fucking do it. Read the fucking lines and shut up and try not to trip over the furniture. That's it. It's like he come back. He was like, "Yeah, that's really good." Like that dude's funny, man. Like he doesn't give a fuck, and he doesn't give a fuck in real life either. Because I remember we talked about his book where he was just like, "Yeah, this guy as an actor, this guy sucks. Like nobody's good."
I remember that.
Yeah, he just does not care.
Yeah, he's almost 80, yo. Like
go for him. You shouldn't give a fuck at 80. Fuck these people. Let them know. So yeah, it's good to see Secession's back. It's a fucking blast. I'm enjoying it. All right, let's get into topics this week.
Paramount has announced that they will be taking on a fresh new recruit, joining the roster that already includes Star Trek Discovery, Star Trek Picard, Star Trek Lower Decks, Star Trek Strange New Worlds, and Star Trek Prodigy will be Star Trek Starfleet Academy, a new live-action series set in Starfleet. The series will follow an all-new set of characters and will be run by Star Trek executive producer Alex Kurtzman and Noga Landau. The series will follow a team of young recruits on their multi-year journey through the toughest college in Star Trek. Located in San Francisco, Starfleet Academy has previously been established throughout Star Trek as an incredibly rigorous and requiring a great deal of study and hard work. Maybe we'll see some people take the Kobayashi Maru.
Nice.
Like we did in the first one. I'm just guessing. But look, I need I tried getting into some of these other Star Treks. I still like hold TNG in the highest of regards for me. And I, one, because it's very, very good. And two, because that's my Star Trek that I grew up with.
I think that's the only one I watched. And some of the original series. Because my mother.
I tried to watch
generation.
Yeah, I tried to watch some of the original series, and I can appreciate it for what it was, but like, nah, yo, you're not Jean-Luc Picard, yo. Like that's
it's funny. The original is my Star Trek because that's what I watched like literally in reruns. But then I did watch TNG like when it was on television.
Yeah.
Fairly like as it was coming out, which I love too. I love both of them. But then what did I watch? I watched pretty much all of DS9.
Which one was that? Is that with Hawk?
Yeah.
Oh, woman. Like, I don't like. Look, that's all.
Yes, Captain. Yes, Captain Hawk. What's this guy?
I watched that one, but by that time, I stopped caring about the Star Trek.
That's fair. No, I like DS9 a lot too.
So I'll probably give Starfleet Academy a shot. It depends though. Like, I don't want it to be like the teen drama of the Star Trek world. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
You heard of Star Trek?
Yeah, exactly. I don't want it to be the Riverdale of Star Trek. You know what I mean? Like, part of Star Trek is the fact that they live in such a progressive time that all of the societal, like, talking points that sci-fi was designed for usually involves aliens and shit. I just don't want. I like Bel Air, but like I ain't watching it hardcore. Like, I ain't watching Bel Air in space, yo. Like, I don't want the teen. I'm getting old, man. I'm getting old. Leonardo called me old and lame the other day, and I feel it. And
in fairness, you've been young and lame for a long time too. So it's like the transition isn't really that tough.
How old is Leonardo?
He's 22 years old.
25 or something like that.
He just graduated high school like 4 years ago. Knock it off.
Like, he could literally be one of our kids.
Yeah, that's yo. Fuck off, like, Terrence. Fuck off. Fuck off.
Like, we're old enough to have like a 23-year-old son or a daughter. Technically, if you think about it, this is 2023.
Nigga, it's not. No, yo, it's not even.
Suppose you had a child in 1999.
Yo, it's not
24, even. Yeah.
Nah, yo, that's not even technically, yo. That's like we knew people in high school who were pregnant at our graduation.
Yep, I had two. Chicks
I have a contemporary
24-year-old children. Jesus Christ!
I have a contemporary that's a grandfather, yo. Like,
what?
Yes, yo. Shout out to Cecil. That nigga's a
no, we could honestly be grandchildren. Like, we could be grandchildren. Like, if you had a child in 1999 and they had a kid at 20, you'd be a grandfather right now. That's really fucking rough to think about, to be perfectly honest with you.
That's fucking
but it's the goddamn truth.
God damn.
You're a grandfather at under 45, yo. Like, I mean, look, I ain't mad at you, right? I ain't mad at you.
Look, you're getting it all out of the way.
Yeah. Look, you can play with your kid. You can play with your grandkids, and
look, if you play your cards right, your great grandkids. You only be 60.
Right.
God damn.
A 60-year-old great grandmother or great grandfather. God damn, yeah. I mean, that's honestly, was that not uncommon back in the day?
That's probably fairly common, actually. Like, back in the day, at least.
People was having kids mad young, and a lot of them. So, yeah, it would make sense that she'd have like a young ass grandmother. Yeah, well, yeah, we could be grandparents.
Yo, Leonardo, you could be our grandson, yo. That's wild, yo. That's wild, yo. It's
a very real possibility that like we could be grandparents by now, but none of us are. So,
nah. Yeah, we didn't fall into the racial stereotypes. Didn't do it. Took our time. That's fucking terrifying. Go fuck yourself, Terrence, for that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I didn't want to think about that. God damn.
Oh shit,
that's wild. Anyway, go ahead. So yeah, look, I don't. I agree with you. I don't want like a teeny bopper Riverdale type show. I
mean, you also gotta get a new audience, right?
Yeah, and so I get that, and not every Star Trek thing needs to be for everybody either, right? It can appeal to different people. That being said, the one thing I need people not to so much focus on that, but I kind of like the whole point of Star Trek is like you go somewhere, right? Like that's the whole, like, quite literally the point of the show is that they go out on a mission, right? And like, you know, go on adventures. So it'll be interesting to see how they deal with that aspect of the show, because it, like, quite literally, at least on the surface, it seems like that wouldn't be a thing. But maybe they'll go out on like little mini missions, you know, for a couple episodes and then come back. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, maybe, you know, we'll see. I'll check out the first couple episodes and see. Next up, so we're getting a Scott Pilgrim versus the World anime coming to Netflix, and it's going to have the original cast of the Edgar Wright movie. Look, I like Edgar Wright's movie. I hate Scott Pilgrim. I think he's a bit of a dick, but I think that's the point. Yeah, I hate the character, but I think that's the point, right? I think that's the point. Is that character douche. That character's a bit of a douchebag. At least from what I can remember, and I don't know if people know that. I don't know if people are supposed to get that. Like he's fighting all these dudes.
Not all dudes.
It's not all dudes. But I do like the video game like adjacentness of it, right? Yeah. And I enjoyed the world. I will never forget it. Because I was talking to a guy. I was like, yeah, the movie's pretty fun. He was like, nah, I don't like it. Ain't got no black people in it. And I was like, well, that is a fact. There are no black people in it. That's why he doesn't like it.
Was it me?
I don't remember. I remember enjoying the movie when it came out. Was it 2010? 2010?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah, something like that.
I've only seen it like once or twice. I haven't seen it in a long fucking time. So
yeah,
it's been a while.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the movie was pretty fun. Like it's a good time.
I enjoyed the beat 'em up game that came out afterwards. So
okay,
for all you Scott Pilgrim fans, that's good news.
I'm going to watch this. This will be. I'm interested to see if they will be able to relay the story well in this subpar storytelling medium. That is Japanimation. No, I'm actually interested to see this. I think it's pretty cool to get all the voice actors back from the movie. So that's kind of dope. Because I thought everyone was good at it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. So the Thunderbolts movie, the movie that's going to bring together some of Marvel's shadier characters, steps into the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a sort of a dark Avengers. Well, it's getting a new writer, creator of the upcoming show Beef, starring Steven Yeun and Ali Wong. Is Lee Sung-Jin. This person is going to write it. All right. I mean, I haven't seen Beef yet, so I don't know what that means, but good for him.
That's a comedy, right?
Well, Beef is like a dark comedy.
Yeah.
I've seen the trailer.
Yeah.
I feel like dark comedy is probably a good beat for this movie too.
Yeah, given the personalities. Look, I don't know if people are excited for this.
I think people need. I
don't know. Yeah, I think people need a trailer, but like just remembering the personalities of these people, I feel like 4 of them are going to stand out. I feel like they have 2 people who could really use some fleshing out in Ghost and Taskmaster.
100%.
And then there's Elaine. To do her Elaine thing.
Yeah.
But the dynamic between Red Guardian, Yelena, Bucky, and Not Cap is I think the 4 of them are going to steal the show.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think Yelena is going to definitely steal the show from all.
I think the dynamic, and the thing with this is, it's all on how you pair up. It's all on how you pair up the the cast throughout the movie, right? When you have this big ensemble cast, like, okay, we got a mission and you got to go over here and you two got to go over here. You two got to go over here. We'll go over there. And it's all in how you pair those people up. So like you can't pair up Yelena and Red Guardian, right?
No, we've seen it. Yeah. I don't know. Like I would do like starting from Ghost, going left to right. I would do Ghost and Red Guardian, Yelena and Bucky, and then not Cap and
not Cap.
Not Cap.
Taskmaster.
Like I think that'd be kind of Taskmaster and not Cap. They both have shields. What's that?
Still, is Taskmaster? She's mute, right?
My guess is that's going to change.
Like, yeah, it's probably going to change. She was mute because like nobody knew who she was at the time,
and she was like under the control of the Red Room or whatever. I would bet that they are going to fix the fact that the complaint about no personality of that character. My guess is that's gonna change a bit, and it should. But I think like Sebastian Stan is a really good actor. Him and Catherine Pugh playing off of each other. I think that's a good team up because they're both kind of smart ass characters. Like that could be a lot of fun between the two of them.
Wasn't like her being mute kind of the same as fucking Deadpool being mute in that fucking X-Men movie?
Yeah,
because like Taskmaster talks a bunch of shit, right?
Yes,
that's one of the reasons why. Well, that's
what.
That's the second reason.
Right, that's the second reason. I think we all know what the first reason was that people didn't like that character.
Yeah, it was the costume, right? It was a
costume. Because people don't like breasts, I guess.
The costume is inaccurate.
I don't like girls. No girls allowed.
Right. All right.
Live in the greatest era of all time. You guys are complaining. Shut up. Goddamn children. Yeah, I think giving her a little bit more personality, I think is a smart money there. But just this idea of this like merc that can do anything, having to deal with Captain America or not Cap, who has an inferiority complex, like that could actually be kind of a fun dynamic. And he got his ass handed to him by a bunch of women the last time he was in the MCU.
Oh yeah, they beat the shit out of the fucking Adorable Lot, beat the shit out of that.
Yeah. So I could see that being pretty fun. And then like the Red Guardian, I could see just being kind of annoying to Ghost, and he'd be like confused about her abilities. Like, yeah, that could work. Yeah. And Ghost definitely needs to be fleshed out because that's a cool character. But I never thought that character got her due in the Ant-Man movie either. But
I'd have to rewatch it. I can't remember much of her character, and that kind of is to your point.
Yeah, exactly. So, wasn't she Goliath's daughter? Right. That movie I really don't remember much of.
I think
right?
Yeah, that was the second movie.
Like I remember way more about Ant-Man 1 than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I think she was. I think she had parents that died, and then he kind of took her and under his wing.
Yeah. See, I need to rewatch it. It's been. I think I was still like my brain was still in Endgame mode, and then that movie came out. I was like, oh, this is fine. I'll watch it. Like I was like, but everybody's back. We saved the world. It's like, oh, there's a movie with little people in it. I don't give a shit. Like, who cares?
There you go. You heard it there, folks. Jay is not a fan of the differently abled.
Yeah, go ahead and clip that one out. There you go. I'll pay for that one later. All right, next up.
Cree Summer, veteran actress of both screen and voice, and Freddy from A Different World. You should watch A Different World. It's really good. Is joining Marvel's. That show was on. That show was on and off the air before he was born.
That's what I'm saying. You've never seen it.
Cree Summer, our poor Mexican grandson.
Here's what our poor Mexican grandson will remember her from. Cree Summer was Susie Carmichael from Rugrats.
I feel like he was too young for that too. Rugrats was probably done and gone before the time he was born too.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. Yo, was there a revival?
Rugrats is us, yo. Like we watched Rugrats.
Nah, like does Tommy have a kid? Like, did they do a show about Tommy's kid?
I think they may have done like a movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever.
There was this big thing. There was this big thing on the internet where this not big thing, but you know what I mean, of an artist who drew adult versions of the Rugrats, and and you know, there was Tommy and his family, and Chucky and his family, and Angela and her family, and then there was Susie and her 2 kids with no husband. And people blew the fuck up.
Like, fucked up.
Why the fuck is this black woman a single mother? And then they started going, you know, well, I'm gonna do it, and they're both gonna be doctors and lawyers, and then people were like, yo, we don't have to be doctors and lawyers all the time. Like, we could be like regular people. And then someone drew a Susie with a husband that had like coveralls, you know what I mean? Like he was a laborer or something. And it was just like, wow, you motherfuckers are making a big deal out of literally nothing. But
yeah, no,
I mean, I get the representation. All right. Anyway,
you gotta relax.
I mean, it is kind of fucked up that she was the only single.
It is fucked up that she was the only single parent.
Right,
but then we gotta run the gamut of like, we can only be doctors and lawyers, or we can only be day labor. Like, we can be anything we want, yo.
Yeah,
we can be anything we want.
You're doing too much.
Why did you draw? Like, why did you have to draw their job description? Like, they're wearing lab coats, yo. Like, why did you have to draw? Like, why can't they just, like, doctors don't wear lab coats all the time, yo. They don't wear lab coats for family portraits. like, come on, yo.
You do if you just got out of medical school. You're like, nah, we rocking this shit. I'm rocking. We going to get the kids. We going to Olin Mills. Get my lab coat. Let's go.
People with blue collar jobs don't wear their name tagged uniform on when they go to Olin Mills. That's all I'm saying, yo. Like,
my name is Gus.
Susie, like, if you want to draw Susie with a family, fine. Just draw her with a family with some regular ass clothes on. All right. I'm just as bad as everybody else. Cree Summer, guys, is joining Ironheart. The show has been racking up the names lately, so at this point it might be even quicker to name who won. All right, I should probably read these before I just start talking.
All right, speculation.
He's been doing voicing since 1983, bro.
And killing it.
God,
and killing it.
Damn.
Still got a wonderful voice too.
Yeah, it's still the same. Like, I saw her. She was in an episode of Swarm. I finished that, by the way. Yeah, it was good.
How many episodes is that?
How much do you hate black women now that you've watched it?
On a scale of 1 to 10,
hates black women.
I don't know. Yeah.
Wow. Listen to the series has changed, Terrence. It's changed.
It's very good, actually. It's actually 7 episodes. It's not even. It's 7 30-minute episodes.
Oh, they're only 30 minutes. I can do that.
Well, I'm gonna bang these motherfuckers out tomorrow.
Yeah. So, speculation. Since it's Cree Summers, my guess is she's the voice inside the helmet, inside the suit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get Cree Summer with that iconic voice to not use her iconic voice, and
I like it.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with it.
That's dope, though. Like, you know, you get your young black, you know, replacement for Iron Man, you know, as far as on the team, and then you have a black woman potentially doing the voice work inside the suit. That's cool. I mean, if I was writing that myself, Cree Summer would be like, yeah, that makes all the sense in the world. Why would you not have it be a black woman's voice? So perfect. It's perfect. Hopefully that's it, and they didn't like cast her in some like walk-on bullshit role. Like, No, use that voice. Don't fuck it up. All right, is that it for you?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. All right. Liv Tyler to return to the MCU as Betty Ross in Captain America: New World Order. She hasn't been around in a long time. It's been 15 years after she was in The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk came out 15 years ago? Oh, yeah, it came out in 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, we old, man.
Yo, I thought somebody pointed out that Robert Downey Jr. was in Dr. Dolittle, and I was like, yo, that movie was like super long ago. They were like, yo, that was 3 years ago.
Was it 3 years ago? I thought
it was 2020. I thought that movie came out literally 8 years ago. I was like, yeah, I just assumed it was like mad long ago. It's like, nah, yo, it was 3 years ago. Time doesn't mean anything anymore. So yeah, 15 years ago, which is insane to say. She was in The Incredible Hulk as Thunderbolt Ross's daughter, Betty Ross, but she will be making a return in Captain America: New World Order, which Thunderbolt Ross is now going to be played by Harrison Ford since the passing of the great William Hurt. Yeah, that's fine. Look, I don't like Liv Tyler as an actress. Sorry, I'm not a fan. I don't
remember her being terrible in the Incredible Hulk.
I don't remember her being good, and neither do you, because she's not in anything. She's not. She has that weird like, "Hey guys, it's me, Betty Ross." Like
breathy, like baby talking voice.
It bothers me. Not a fan. Maybe she's grown out of it. It's been 15 years. Let's hope so. Yeah,
it was 27. Yo, that's disgusting. I don't like any of that.
The funny thing is, even 15 years ago, you were still older than Leonardo is right now, which is wild. That's crazy.
How old are you, Leonardo?
I think he's like 25.
Okay.
He probably won't hear this for like a couple of weeks.
And he'll be like, whoa.
He's another deacon. Like you don't listen.
He's another deacon.
Like a month and a half.
He'll message me like, yo, that was crazy. I'm like, what? Yo, that was 2025.
5 episodes ago.
2021. What are you talking about? But yeah, okay, that's cool, man. Look, in order to sort of tie up that story, I think that's great. Or I don't know, Betty Ross is, she's become Red She-Hulk at one point and stuff like that. So maybe that happens. I have no idea.
What is this story going to be about? Like
Red Hulk versus Cap?
I don't know if I want Harrison Ford doing voiceover, yo. Like I just I finished
he's president, by the way. He's the president in this.
I finished Shrinking.
Yeah.
Which is really good, except for like the very last scene. And
hey kid.
And he's in it, but he's playing like an old man with Parkinson's. And my wife, every episode, my wife is like, how is he gonna be Indiana Jones?
I mean, she's not asking.
I feel like that's a question that all of us are asking at this point.
I know. Yeah,
he's 95 years old.
Yeah, I don't disagree with your wife. I think she's 100% dead on with that. Like, it is a question that needs to be answered.
He can barely move. He's very gruff, and I understand he's playing a character, right? Like this is probably the character, but it's probably Harrison Ford also, yo. Like,
and I love Harrison Ford, man. Like, I love Harrison Ford a lot, and it is sad watching him get old, but he really don't give a fuck. He's just like, it's like, hey kid, I don't give a shit. I don't want to be in this movie. Like, all right, like you don't have to be. It's cool. Like, don't worry about it. I'm surprised they went with him for Thunderbolt Ross. I really am. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Like he really is. I'm not here to be ageist or anything, but like, is this the only movie that Thunderbolt Ross is going to be in? Because feel like
Right.
if you're not planning for the future, you know what I mean?
I mean, look,
Yeah,
maybe not.
He's 81. He'll be 81 this year.
That's
He's
crazy.
fucking old.
Yeah, he is. He is fucking old. Now, I mean, maybe they do something where it's like he becomes Red Hulk at some point, and then he can't turn back, and they're just like, "That's what you look like from now on," and they just like CGI. Don't even worry about it, Harrison. We got it. You don't have
Just
like.
grunt.
What is he going? He going mocap for this role? No, he's not going to pull a Mark Ruffalo. He's not doing that. He's like, use my face, and I'm gonna go sit down. Y'all get some young person to run around. I'm not acting like an ape. Fuck out of here. No. So,
Oh Lord.
It'll be interesting to see what they do. But I am interested to see Red Hulk show up. I mean, I guess it's most likely going to happen. I mean, we don't know definitively, but okay. I don't know if Mark Ruffalo is in this. Maybe he is. It'd be cool if he was. Like Hulk versus Red Hulk.
Yeah, he's not on the cast list, but yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I thought they said they were going to do so when they were announcing the third Captain America movie, they announced it with a joke subtitle, right? Captain America and the Serpent Society, right? And people were like,
second movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was for Winter Soldier.
You sure it wasn't for Civil War? Because I thought they changed it.
No, it was for Winter Soldier. Like I remember that presentation. It's Winter Soldier. But go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. So they said, okay, well, and they said Captain America and the Serpent Society, right? And people were like, yay. And,
yeah.
And they were like, oh, no, we just bullshitting. This is the actual Captain America movie. And then I thought I read somewhere that they were like, maybe we should do that Serpent Society thing. So I'm kind of glad that they're not.
But they are though. But they are though.
But, like, I kind of want to see it. I kind of want to see that. I kind of want to see like Captain America fighting a bunch of people in snake costumes. Now they won't be wearing snake costumes, but I kind of want to see them wearing snake costumes.
Oh, you know what? I apologize. I was wrong. It was Civil War.
Yeah, I thought so, but
I thought it was Winter Soldier. Yeah.
No, I knew it was, but I also know you, so I figured
I could have sworn it was Winter Soldier. Look, I was wrong. It's fine.
I will let this dude find out on his own, and then have him come back to me and bend the knee.
Oh, fuck off! Fuck off! See, I looked it up and I admitted that I was wrong. Which is something some people are going to have to do when information comes out later when they are proven wrong. Just be able to admit you're wrong. There are characters from Serpent Society that have been announced for this movie. So maybe they don't do Red Hulk and just Thunderbolt Ross he's president for some reason. Seems a little odd that you would include him. But yeah, there are rumors of certain actresses and stuff like that who've come on to play that are playing characters from Serpent Society.
Also, like Viper was a character in the Serpent Society, but she's also like Madam Hydra. Like there's a link, right, between Hydra and the Serpent Society and Captain America. So it wouldn't be like out of the realm of possibility to get all these characters in there. I don't know. I'm curious. I'm very curious about how this new Captain America is going to be. I'm curious how the world is going to take to this because, Captain America in the MCU was everybody's Superman for a very long time. Maybe still is for some people. And I'm just curious how it's going to be taken when a black guy is Captain America.
Look, it's gonna be some shit because like I feel like you're gonna get the standard like it's woke, even though it's like, but that's the comic book story. You know what? Okay, like for people who don't know. I feel like I feel like Fox News is gonna have a whole fucking shitstorm, even though like it's been established mad long ago that Sam is gonna be Captain America. They had a whole TV show about the shit. It's gonna be weird, and they're gonna have to address it in the movie, like hard address it, like they did in the series, obviously. But for people who didn't see that series, they're gonna have to hard address it in the movie, and that will be interesting. The thing I'm worried about more than that is will he be wearing that dumb fuck headpiece? Because he shouldn't be. It looks awful. It works somewhat in the comics. It does not. Everything in the comics works in live action. Take it off. Take it off. Just get a pair of scissors and cut that shit off right at the collar. Like it does not look good. It looks bad. So besides that,
I thought he had a different. They any excuse to redo these outfits. I thought he had a different one that was that had a little more black in it in a recent book, but
oh, that's cool. Yeah,
can't find it.
More toys.
Yeah, I mean, because like, and look, even if it's not, they're gonna change it for the movie. Of
course, hell yeah,
because they already have 2 versions of this.
Right.
So we're going to need at least 2 more.
Yeah, I see there is one here that has a little bit more black in it, and that's fine. The other dude who's going to be playing the new Falcon, I saw he's getting ready for the role as well. He's all jacked and shit. So yeah, look, everybody's hyped, and I think did it start filming or it's about to start filming? I think it may have already started. So. Cool, man. Great. I'm here for it. I may go back and rewatch that series. I really enjoyed it. It's not the best, but fun. I enjoyed it.
It's not like from a storytelling perspective. It's kind of all over the place, but
yeah,
action is fun, and I give it a bit of a pass.
Yeah. And look, I thought Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan were really good together. Like their dynamic is great in that show. It's just fun as hell. Here's what's not fun. Jonathan Majors arrested on assault charges after a domestic dispute. Allegedly. Yeah, you may know him from such movies as Creed 3 and Ant-Man Quantumania, playing, I don't know, the next Thanos in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Or will he? Apparently, the 33-year-old actor was arrested for alleged violence against his girlfriend, strangulation, hitting her with an open hand. We don't know much. It's some people say he did, some people say he didn't. Relax. There was text messages that came out today, which are not the most helpful thing to him, but that was released by his lawyers. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look,
they say they have video footage from inside a cab or Uber or whatever, and they have testimony.
Probably an Uber because, yeah, cab. What was this in New York?
I think it's in New York. Yeah.
Yeah,
Manhattan's Chelsea neighborhood. And
huh.
Okay.
I just find that even funny. It's not funny. Nothing's funny about this, but I find it was in Chelsea. Of course it was.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems typical.
Of course it was. It seems. seems apropos.
I mean, here's the thing. If you said it was in Brooklyn, somehow that would also make sense. So it doesn't really matter. But like I don't know, Jamaica, Queens,
Brownsville, gentrified too.
Yeah, it's all
a bunch of white people walk around drunk in Brownsville, New York. That's crazy, you know? That's just wild.
In Brooklyn alone is fucking nuts. But that's been for a couple years now too.
Yeah.
Look, we had an extensive preview episode about this. I won't do too much rehashing on Black on Black Cinema. So you can go and listen to that. Micah, myself, and Tiara were on that episode. Terrence, you were not.
No, I was not.
Yeah. Do you have anything that you would like to
any advice?
The views. What do they say before? An infomercial.
The views and opinions expressed are not
by me are
necessarily
mine and my own. Yeah, they're not of the nerdpocalypse. White women are the devil, yo. Like that nigga will get in trouble. That nigga strangled a white woman, yo. That's crazy. Maybe he probably. I don't know what he did. If he did, that's the worst thing that dude could have done.
Yeah,
like that's the worst thing. Yeah, you could have shot somebody, and they probably would have gave you a little bit more leeway than strangling a white woman as a black man.
It's a wrap for you.
That's all I got. Like, look, I pray he didn't do it because I really like this nigga, yo. I really like him as an actor. We got to let it play out, but it ain't looking good. It's not looking good. Like, we need that video footage of you not doing anything in the vehicle. That's all we need.
Yep. Look, here's the thing. If there is, again, like I said to you guys offline, it needs to be an 8K. Like, I don't want to see like, oh, I can't tell about this shadow and all. I need to see that shit super clear. If that video is
video and audio,
yes, so I need to hear exactly what he said, right, and what she's saying. If he's innocent, then I need people to let it go. You got it. Just like, you know what? Turns out it wasn't true. But if he's guilty, don't try to justify that shit on to, well, but what about? Nope. You got to go. And look,
yeah,
I was talking to my wife about this. You will know when if shit does not look good for him, because the first thing you're going to hear is Disney is going to recast this character, because Disney is going to get that footage before we get that footage. You can guarantee that. And if they see it, no way, dude, they're going to be done.
I don't see how they don't already have it.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know.
Like, it's been a couple of days.
Yeah. Like, this ain't gonna be an Ezra Miller situation. No.
Here's the thing with Disney and Marvel. They kind of wrote themselves into a situation where they can just recast literally anybody.
Yep.
For any reason. Because of, variance or whatever. Yeah, so look, I think I said everything I needed to say on Black Cinema. Just go back and listen to it, especially the end. And the very end, not the end that Terrence is snickering about, but the very end.
Yes, I assume that's what you meant.
And look, I hope for nothing but the best for everyone involved, but that's probably going to be impossible. I mean, it should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. None of us condone any type of violence on women. It just, and look, on a personal note, like, my personal opinion is, I don't know if he did it. I'm not ready to be like, he did it, right? But like, I don't put nothing past nobody, man. I really don't. I was thinking about whether or not I should tell this story, but if you listen to this podcast, you probably listen to other podcasts that are like-minded. If you're a longtime fan of one particular podcast that I will not name, you will know that there used to be a guy it used to be hosted by two guys.
I know you're talking about. You're an asshole.
Both of the guys are really nice. Well, because fuck him, yo. Because fuck that other guy.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
That short motherfucker. Fuck him, yo.
Okay. Now I know you're talking. Okay.
But it was hosted by two guys, and it turns out one of those guys was a fucking pedophile, and the host of the show, he fucking disavowed that dude like he was Ethan Hunt caught in a mission. Okay, he was just like,
which is the right move. Nope. This is the right move.
And that's what you do. 100% the right move. Like he did it perfectly, and via con Dios, nigga, because the shit that he got arrested for, nah, yo,
nope. It wasn't. But that's my friend. Nope.
Nah.
Nope.
Hard stance.
Like,
get the fuck away.
Don't tell
from
me you a fucking pedophile. I don't give a fuck how long you. No, nigga. Get the fuck out of my face.
Right. And the host of that show did the right fucking thing.
He did.
And
Absolutely.
and I you know, I respect him for it, you know, because it's one thing to be like, oh, but that's my boy, yo. Now we ain't friends no more, yo. Like,
no, 100%. No, that's over. Like,
like fuck that. But my point is, that guy seemed like a very good dude. The guy who ran the podcast is a good dude. Yep. And he wouldn't hang out with people like that. So you don't know people. You never know people. I don't put anything past anybody. Yep. I hope for the best, but I expect the worst out of him. Look, that's how you stay out of trouble.
Yeah, look, I hate to do it. I hate to do it. But it's inevitable. You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Like
he didn't live long enough, yo.
Like he really didn't.
Fuck, it was like a year and a half.
Grand opening, grand closing,
man. My whole thing was, okay, he's on the rise. Like, he was in Lovecraft Country. They canceled that. Then he was in 3 movies or 4 movies in the last 5 months.
Yeah, Devotion.
Creed 3. He was in Devotion. He was in Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh, it's 3. Was he in something else? And he's going to be in another movie where he's playing a bodybuilder that's coming out in the next couple months.
Is it?
That's supposed to be really good. That movie is supposed to be very, very good.
Well, no one's going to see it.
And it's an indie movie. That's the fucked up part. So he just fucked the guy. If this is true, he fucked over the goddamn director.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone else that was involved in that movie. That's again, things like this that happen. You don't just fuck yourself over. If you're an actor, you fuck everybody else over.
Yeah. Because, what was it? Nate Parker did the same thing. Remember, he did a Nat Turner movie, and he was like, hey, guys, come see the movie. And it was like, oh, that's right. You ran a train on a girl and then harassed her so bad that she killed herself from college. Yeah, that's cool. Not going to see that movie. And where's that guy's career? Done.
He ain't done nothing since 2016, yo.
Yep. And he never will. Yeah. He never will.
It's fucked up, man. I really look, man, again, if there's footage of you not doing anything, I know this is it's a court of public opinion type thing, and you got to be exonerated in the eyes of the law, but you're already tarnished, and it's fucked up.
Yep. Because
again, the accusation is there. I haven't heard any accusations about Michael B. Jordan beating on anybody, but again, like you said in the Black on Black Cinema episode, we still watched Terrence Howard.
Right, yeah, we're all hypocrites.
And he's been accused of beating on his wife several times, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So, I mean,
Look, we all live in a giant glass house.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get to determine what my glass house looks like. I do.
Right, just true. God damn it, nigga.
I mean,
I think the real question is, for me, does Jonathan Majors know what 1 × 1 is?
If he does,
if he knows what 1 × 1 is, then he has not opened up the flower of life or whatever the fuck that is.
The flower of mathematics or whatever dumb shit.
Yeah, he can't open it up because he's doing the wrong math. So
that dude is so stupid.
Wow. I really hope this shit ain't true. I really hope it's.
I hope it isn't true. But it doesn't look good. I will admit that. I don't know, man. I don't know. The biggest thing for me is, yes, the court of public opinion absolutely matters. It is a very serious thing when issues like this come up. But if you're wrong, if you've picked a side on this and you turn out to be wrong, admit that you're wrong, man. Don't just hang this guy forever on something that you weren't correct about, just so you can save your own clout. That's fucked up. But again, like Terrence said, once that accusation is out there, even if this turns out that he didn't do it, people are going to be like, yeah, but he probably did it another time. That's the worst part of this.
And then there was some other people that came out and was like, yeah, he's a sociopath. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they were, there's 2 directors from.
I looked them up.
they're like, like Broadway type of directors or like their local acting circles in New York. And they apparently have experience with him, right? Look, I don't know if that shit's true. It doesn't.
Yeah, I'm like, that's weird. Like, why didn't you say that shit before? I mean, I get it, but like, if he's that bad,
right? You'd think you'd kind of.
Why do you wait till now? That seems like some bullshit. But look, again, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. They could have had some kind of vendetta because they didn't make it and he did. Who knows? People are fucking weird. Yeah,
people are very weird. So, but at the same time, if this guy turns out to be guilty, please don't defend this guy to the hilt. Like, you're going to look fucking ridiculous. And if he's innocent and you thought he was guilty, you got to eat crow and just be like, you know what? I thought he was. Turns out he wasn't. Like, don't get obstinate to save yourself to throw somebody else under the bus who didn't do it. Like, that's fucked up. But again, it doesn't look good. Like, it doesn't look good. It don't look good.
All I said was yikes. Like, when I saw it, I was like, God damn it. That's all I was like, God damn it. You can't be strangling white women looking the way you look, bro. Like, that's a wild thing. Like, you can't look like that and be strangling white women.
Nope. Shouldn't do it at all.
You shouldn't be strangling women at all, but like, especially white women.
No, because dude,
every bus possible.
But right, like, it's not just that you could lose your career. They could throw your ass in prison for that shit. Like, just a fact. They could. Oh, you beat on this white woman? Well, guess what? We're going to throw the fucking book at your ass. Oh, they didn't throw the book at these white actors? Yeah. That's how, welcome to America. That's how it works.
They tried to throw my brother in jail because they said he was doing 100 miles an hour on the fucking New Jersey Turnpike a couple years ago. He wasn't, first of all. He wouldn't be driving 100 miles an hour. And second of all, like, that cop was being a fucking dick. No, the judge was like, yo, I want to throw the book at you. Meaning, like, jail time for speeding, taking his license away and shit. I'm like, that's what it's like to be black in America.
Yeah.
They want to throw you in jail because you were speeding on the Jersey Turnpike.
That's what you do there. That's what
1 in the morning when there's no traffic.
Right. Like, come on, yo.
What the fuck? Come on, yo.
Yeah, if you're not speeding at 1 in the morning on the Jersey Turnpike, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing? Why are you taking your fucking time? You weirdo.
I'll keep it to 50. Like, no, yo, come on.
But if they said he was doing 100, no, he wasn't. He's probably doing like 80. Honestly, but 100, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, but even 80, come on, leave that. Just go. Who gives a fuck? Like, just don't drive recklessly. Don't be an idiot. Speaking of idiots, Disney fired Ike Perlmutter. Good. That's my takeaway from this entire story. Good. Disney fires Ike Perlmutter, Marvel chairman and longtime foe of Kevin Feige, which is hilarious. Great image used there at the top for Slash Film. Look, Kevin Feige and Ike Perlmutter have a long history of fighting back and forth for power when they're under Disney. But Ike Perlmutter is a known cheapskate and kind of a bigot. He didn't think Black Panther was going to be successful. He once joked that no one is going to know the difference between Don Cheadle and Terrence Howard. That's the response I was waiting on.
You know what? I had never seen Ike Perlmutter before.
Yeah,
he looked like somebody that would say that shit.
Yeah,
he looks like
the funny thing is. Go ahead.
He looks like he owns. He looks like he owns a football team so that he can own black people. You know what I mean? Like,
I know exactly.
He's got that look. It's like a cross between like Lindsey Graham and who was that attorney general?
Jeff Sessions.
Yeah,
that's fucking
he
funny.
looks racist. How old is this dude? He looks like he's
So
Jerry Jones.
So I want you to do.
I don't know. Like,
here's a fun little experiment with Ike Perlmutter. Google Ike Perlmutter's name and then look at Google Images. There are so few images of Ike Perlmutter. Like, It's only like 6.
Like 5 or 6 of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can Google any famous person. There's like thousands of pictures. No, he's like that elusive. Like, he just doesn't, he stays out of the public eye. But he's also like a hardcore right-wing guy. Like, he was helping like the Trump administration. Like, he's not a good dude. But this is the same guy who didn't think, diversity, films on diversity were a good idea and wouldn't make money. He didn't want to do a Captain Marvel movie. He didn't want to do a Black Panther movie. Spoiler alert, both of those made $1 billion. You fucking moron. He was like a known cheapskate. So at movie premieres, he would only serve potato chips. which is like the most typical rich guy thing to do. Like, fuck? we need to save money. It's not the crafts. It's not the craft services table that's breaking the bank. It's the movies that cost $20 million. Like, what are you talking about? Well, let's just give him Utz. Like, you cheap fuck. Shut up.
He's 80 also. Yeah, he's 80 years old. Okay, so
yeah. So, him leaving or being asked to leave.
I was about to say something mad offensive, but keep it to myself. Go ahead, continue. Okay. Like, I just looked up what he was.
Don't do that.
I just
don't do that.
He served potato chips at fucking.
Don't do that. You're better than that. You're not. You're actually not. You're not.
Like, I'm really not. But yeah. Continue. Sorry.
But he's being let go because they told him, basically the heads of Disney told him that his department is going to get folded into other departments. So his role was redundant, basically. But the reality is, like, that guy sucks. And he has sucked for a long time. And now it's interesting getting rid of Perlmutter, who is notoriously disliked, and getting rid of Victoria Alonso last week or 2 weeks ago. That may be signaling like an upper management shift for Marvel, which is kind of fascinating, because apparently they have a lot of alleged culture of workforce abuse coming from people like Perlmutter and Victoria Alonso, very specifically. So I don't know. Maybe they're clearing house and try to figure out what the fuck's going on to get the ship get the ship righted. So getting Perlmutter out of there is a good idea, though. So long overdue.
The Perlmutters look like they know what the K word is. You know what I mean? like people don't know what that is, but they look like they know what that is.
Oh, Ike knows. He's like, Ike Perlmutter is the type of guy who's like, you know what? I'm a big Walt Disney fan. Not Disney, the company. Like, he really likes Walt Disney. He's like, Walt Disney had a lot of good ideas. He was like, he was like, I see what you're, I'm picking up what you're putting down there, Walt. Like, okay. Not a fan. All right. So from there, let's get into What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD.
But he's
from the
Jewish.
Yeah, but self-hating is a thing.
Like, I'm like, that's true. That's why you know what? I'm like, okay.
Again, you should be better than this.
I should.
How could you tell, Tim? How could you tell? How could you tell?
Sometimes being racist is funny.
I'm just asking questions.
Okay, Fox News, fucking relax.
It works for them. Why not me?
Yes, that's exactly right. What the Fuck, brought to you by JTD from the Edit That Out podcast.
I did that because of the story that I have. Sniffing other people's sweat can help treat social anxiety. A study says using mindfulness as an anxiety therapy could be more effective if participants sniff sweat at the same time, says a disgusting study. Armpit sweat was taken from volunteers who watched either happy or scary film clips, including Mr. Bean's Holiday, Sister Act, and The Grudge.
What the fuck? Mr. Bean's Holiday and Sister Act? What was the third one?
The Grudge. That triple feature.
Oh shit. Yo, that's a wild triple feature. Yo, Mr. Bean.
The samples were then used alongside more traditional mindfulness therapy to treat social anxiety. The study revealed mindfulness was more effective when combined with sniffing the body odor. A study involved 48 women who suffered from social anxiety, of whom were exposed to clean air and others to body odor. Patients who completed the mindfulness session while exposed to body odor saw a 39% reduction in social anxiety, while without body odor, there was a 17% reduction in anxiety. Researchers believe there is something about human sweat that affects the response to treatment. However, said more work is needed to confirm the link. There is no link. They thought there might be different effects on treatment depending on the volunteers' emotions while perspiring, which is why they got them to watch films to elicit particular feelings. Scared sweat and happy sweat. However,
which one is Mr. Bean? This is dumb as fuck sweat.
I feel like
stupid sweat. I think that was Mr. Bean. However, the effect was the same whether the sweat giver had been watching comedy or horror, because there's no fucking link. You don't perspire in different
You don't know that.
You know what? You're right. Sometimes you smell like old gym socks. Sometimes you smell like an onion sub. Which one is which, right? Does the onion sub come from the Grudge, or does it come from Sister Act? I don't know.
This is disgusting. France. They don't wear deodorant, right?
I like France. No, it is not. It is not France.
Nah, this reeks of the Brits.
It reeks
of where?
The Brits.
Incorrect, sir. A lead researcher, Ilse Wegner, from the Karolinska Institute in Sweden, said the team was a little surprised by the fact that we sweat the same sweat no matter what movie we're watching. It may be that simply being exposed to the presence of someone else has this effect, but we need to confirm this. They ain't got nothing to do in Sweden, guys. they don't have anything to do. So it must be very, very good to live there, because yeah, I'm not. All right. This is dumb.
Like pheromones.
Yeah,
this is dumb.
Yeah, pheromones.
Like washing,
when you sweat. That's what the ladies like.
Yeah, that's why people put deodorant on. So you don't smell like funky. That's why people put cologne and perfume on.
Some people overdo that shit.
Yeah, they just fill a bathtub and wade in it.
Or some people just like run a mile and then, I don't have time for a shower. Spritz, and be done with it. Like, no, you can't do that, yo.
No, that's a like, if it don't take, that's not a good look. That's not a good smell. Axe body spray and stank don't work. Like, it still just smells bad. Also, don't use Axe body spray, yo. Like, look, I know that's popular with like teenage boys. Shout out to Leonardo, but like, use real deodorant. Come on, knock it off.
I've never used Axe body spray. Ever.
Me neither.
Like,
I've smelled it. It's fucking awful. It smells like you stink. Like it does. Yeah. I just assume when you're wearing it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, you stink.
I always imagine that like Axe and you remember Bod.
Yes, Bod.
I always imagine
Bod.
Yeah, I remember. I always thought that I've never smelled those, but I always thought they smelled like Mountain Dew. Like, they just seem like they smell like Mountain Dew.
Yeah, they're garbage.
I'm not talking about like actual Mountain Dew. I'm talking about the shit that if you drink it will corrode your stomach.
Give me the crab juice. Yuck. Yeah. Okay. That's certainly something. All right, Terrence,
That's
you're up.
disgusting. Doctor, help! I've had a glass in my bum for 3 days. I wear a case because I'm a married man. 47 who lost vessel while drunk.
He didn't lose it. He's lying.
He didn't. You don't get drunk and then all of a sudden shove a glass up your ass. Oh, that's what you do. I don't know why you do it, but you know. The constipated man waited 3 days before seeking medical attention. He also only sought help after unsuccessfully trying to remove it himself. A man who shoved a glass into his anus needed to get it yanked out by surgeons. That's it. He later confessed to the medics he had used the 12-centimeter long glass for self-gratification. Well, yes, of course that's what you did. For self-gratification purposes when drunk. The married man from this place only sought help after unsuccessfully trying to remove the glass himself. Blah, 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 blah. It's up in there. I don't know how the fuck that helped.
No, thank you.
Britain.
Yeah.
China.
Kathmandu. Where's that at?
Isn't that close to like
That's
Dubai?
over there. Nepal. It's in Nepal. There you go. Yeah, in Nepal. He shoved a glass up his ass because he wanted to jerk off. And there's the glass right there. That's disgusting. Ew.
Nope, I'm not clicking on that. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not clicking on that.
Yeah, that's weird, yeah.
It is up there, man.
Oh, you didn't scroll down further.
Like you can.
Oh, did it break?
No, it didn't break. They got it out.
No, I'm looking at the X-rays. Yo, you can see where the zipper is, where he took the X-ray. The glass is above the zipper, dude.
The beans are above the frank.
Like it's up there.
That's all.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
It is up there, man.
Oh, you didn't see the.
Oh yeah, I see. I see.
I'm not clicking.
No. I see the prop from Terrifier 2. Yes, I see it. The bloody fucking glass.
He waited 3 days, 72 hours. Seems like a very bad idea.
Yeah, no.
You have a fucking glass stuck up your ass for 72 hours, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm embarrassed, but I got to get this out."
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you do.
Yeah, that's your fault. Stop shoving stuff up your ass that's not made to go up there. Like they have toys for that, dude. Jesus Christ.
Like just buy that for
Like,
the love of God.
on.
Please stop. Yeah, don't just like
Glasses and
here.
shit.
There's something around my house. Like don't use regular items, yo. They're not built for that kind of pressure. Like relax. All right, JTD and I are gonna have a fist fight. That's cool, no big deal. Quote: I have the world's biggest size, 18 feet. Creeps want pics and make disgusting requests. That's the title of the article. A woman with
What's a woman's feet?
Yeah, she got size
18? 18 in what? Men's or women's feet? Because I don't know. Like, there's a difference in sizes, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what the difference
She
is.
has a woman who holds the world's record, the biggest feet at 13 inches. Yeah. 13.03
How
inches.
old is she?
Yeah, I hope she's 5 feet tall. Like that's what I hope.
Looks like fucking Ronald McDonald. She literally wears clown shoes.
Her right
That's
foot
great.
measures a whopping 13.03 inches, while her left is slightly shorter at 12.79 inches. Yeah, apparent. God bless. Yeah, gross. Just a big yuck all the way around. Yeah, I don't like feet, yo. Not the woman, man. I don't give a fuck about that. But yeah, I don't want to see your disgusting Sasquatch feet. Since sharing her feet journey online. Feet journey? All right, yo, all right. Stop.
Like, you just
stop
have big ass feet. Like, it's
not a journey, my nigga.
Always
Like-
had 'em. What the fuck are you talking about?
like shut up, yo. Tanya claims that she has received messages from people asking for pictures of her feet in exchange for money. Look, time to open your OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I have received many comments about my feet and selling pictures of my feet. One user said, holy cunt, I would love to suck those.
Okay, it's the UK.
I was about to say
That is correct.
Yeah.
It's either that or Australia.
Holy cunt!
Yeah, that's not. No one says that. Like that's a wild thing to say to someone. You need a.
That's
good
what an American would say if they're trying to impersonate a British person. Holy, like what the fuck?
Yeah, a bit weird. You need a good tickling, don't you?
Oh my god!
All right. I don't need your weird foot fetish foreplay. Get out of here.
I don't care for this. She said, "quote As a Christian, I believe it's morally wrong to sell pictures of my feet for others' desire."
Did you say that to do with anything?
Say that?
Or are you just making shit up?
I'm not making it up. That's what it says. That's what it says. As a Christian, I believe it is morally wrong to sell pictures of my feet for others' desires. Nah, yo, I think Jesus would understand that. Yo, look, get your money, get your bag. Like, I'm not mad at you for that. I don't want to see it.
Oh, you skipped something. You skipped one. One guy said, "Oh my, I wish I can smell them so bad."
Ugh, I didn't skip it.
You did skip that. You skipped it.
Let's just pretend that I read it and then never talk about it again.
She looks like she's pretty tall because they don't look like they.
Yeah, they don't look ridiculous.
They don't look crazy on her.
The 6'9" woman. Yeah, she's pretty fucking tall.
Jesus Christ! All right,
she's a giant.
Damn.
I remember in high school wearing a size 16 men's shoe and tennis shoes, as they were the only thing available for me to wear. God damn, a 16! Jesus Christ. Size of my feet have affected me going shoe shopping with my friends because I know I'll never find anything for me in the stores. I have to go all right, I need y'all to stop using this word. I have gone on a shoe finding journey to find feminine shoes, but it has been very difficult to find shoes.
Like everything's a fucking journey now.
Like people.
So this reminds me. I personally recommend this. My wife and I have been listening to the "We've Had It" podcast, where those two rich old white ladies just bitch and complain about stuff. Nigga, that show is hilarious. They have a whole thing about people saying, "I'm on my fitness journey. I'm on my weightless journey." They're like, bitch, nobody gives a fuck. Like, yo, they're so mean. It's awesome. Highly recommend.
Just worked out.
Yeah, nobody cares about your journey.
Size 16.
Journey. All right.
This is my shoe shopping journey. Yo, you just got big.
Like you're looking for shoes.
Like that's it. It's not a journey.
That's it.
It's not a journey.
Like going grocery shopping is not a journey.
Yeah, that's a food journey. It's a food acquisition journey.
Grocery shopping journey.
Thank you, because this woman doesn't look like young enough to be talking like that.
Everybody talks like that, Micah.
She doesn't look like a Gen Zer right now.
But everyone talks like that now. It's the new thing. It's cool. It's cool to talk like that now, guys.
Yeah, I am old and lame, and I will be. I am proudly old and lame if it means I don't have to go on a foot journey or whatever woman is talking about.
Look, I can tell you right now. Here's who's never going to talk about going on a foot journey. This fucker. Okay, like it's never going to happen. I'm already disgusted by that story to begin with. Big old Sasquatch feet. Get out of here. All right. Last but not least, trailers this week. It's a new series coming to Amazon called Citadel, starring James Madsen. I think that's his name. Dude from Game of Thrones and Priyanka Chopra. I left off the Jonas because fuck him.
Richard Madden.
Richard Madden, whatever. James Madden. What the fuck is James Madden?
Maybe you want him to be James Bond, which is why you called him that. I don't know.
No, that would be weird.
I thought it was Sebastian Stan.
I mean, they kind of
look alike.
Yeah.
This definitely looks like a Russo brothers production.
100%.
They have a look.
Yeah, all style and no substance.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, here's hoping this has
nothing wrong with it if you can do it.
Here's the thing. You heap praise on John Wick 4.
Exactly.
So yeah, Doesn't mean it's going to be bad.
Yeah.
They just need a story. That movie they did for Netflix was fucking bad because it did not have a story. This one the story seems to be these two like badass agents who are very good looking people, get their memories erased, and then they get their memories back, and then they're just like badasses. All right. I mean, that's enough for me to watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I mean, look, all you got to do is say spy thriller. I'm on Wikipedia. Science fiction action thriller. All right. I mean, I read that crap all the time. Like, let's go.
Yeah,
let's do it.
The fact that it didn't say military in it is the only reason Michael would even hesitate for a quarter of a second. But this is the type of schlock you're into.
Yeah, it says techno thriller. I mean, come on, yo. Who don't like techno thrillers?
Yeah. Look, I'm here for Priyanka Chopra. Jonas. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. Amazon's been making some pretty fun stuff. So I'll give it a chance. I hate this poster. Yeah. The poster's terrible, but okay. And it's a series, so maybe they'll actually like stretch out a real story. Versus
that's the thing that's killing it for me. That's the thing that's killing it for me.
Series?
I would rather just be a movie.
Look,
I thought it was a movie.
I'm pretty sure it's an actual series. But okay, it's fine. It's fine. So we'll see. It's comes out April 28th.
Speaking of Amazon shows, there's a show called The Consultant on Amazon.
Have you started watching that?
I finished it.
Is it good?
It's interesting.
That's what I hear.
It looked really fucking weird.
It's worth watching. It is definitely worth watching. It's fucking wild.
Nobody can commit to saying a yes or no when they're asked if it's good. Like nobody.
It looked weird enough that I wasn't like.
I would check out the first. They're only 30-minute episodes, and again, this is like 8 episodes.
Okay,
very
that's
quick
not so bad.
watch again. You know the premise? Do you guys know what the premise
I know what the premise is. Here, tell the audience.
And the premise is so there's this company. It's a mobile video game company, and something happens to the CEO, and then this consultant comes in, and he's a little weird, and it's played by Christoph Waltz. It's I don't know if it's good. I liked it, but the thing, I enjoyed it because it's fucking crazy, but it's worth watching just for how fucking creepy this nigga is. Yeah. He's like ill, like something's off about this dude. But the twists are pretty dope. Like once you get into it, like episode like 3 or 4, you find out the twists. It's wild. It's worth watching. I'll say that, but I can't really say if it's good. I enjoyed it.
Okay,
I think you gotta like it.
I find it funny. Like that's literally everything I hear about it. People can't just say it's good. It's like people are just like, yeah, you just got to watch it.
Yeah. I mean, I finished it. I mean, I watched the whole thing. I finished it, so it wasn't bad. But it's you just watch it because it gets crazier and crazier as you're watching. Like, what the fuck is going on?
What the fuck's that guy's problem?
Yeah, pretty much. But it's worth watching. I'll say that much.
All right.
Okay. All right. That's it for us, and we will see you guys next week.
See you.
All right. Bye.